So I think you have all done right. Covered in the PPT. You have done? What about you? You have done? Any?
Yeah, the same exercise last.
You have done. Okay. No. So we can continue. So we are continuing today mainly on the how to create a branch. You cannot create a remote branch because you can create branches only by the administrator. Okay. So, but you can create a branch locally. As I told, it was distributed environment, right? So you can create a branch locally on your machine that cannot be directly pushed to that, the branch cannot be directly pushed to the remote, but there is a way to push to a different branches. So that is what he is going to explain, and then there are other. Okay.
Okay, so last Monday you learned a command git clone. So git clone is used first time. Say if you don't have the code on your local workspace, you use git clone to get the source. So you do a git clone. This is only first time, only once. And afterwards, say this user pushes something and this user also pushes something, and then that gets merged to the remote. The next time, if you want to get that new changes, you use git pull. I'll do one thing. I'll start logging, and then I'll share this log with you, so that after the training session.
One question. The remote means it is on the server, right?
Yeah.
It is on the server.
Yeah. This is you.
Yeah, that is local and that is server.
This is local. Remote is nothing but the server. It would be better if you clone a new workspace, because last time there were some merge conflicts, right? So if you already have that change and if you try to pull in, there might be issues. You do one thing, you clone a new workspace.
I saw a lot of commits from you guys. I think you already practiced. So what you do a git clone to a new folder. You know how to do git clone?
So on this page, you will get the command. So you would have to just copy. On the right hand side, there is this copy. You can copy that and paste it. So that will clone the source. And then it will ask for the password. The password, you would have to go to the settings, and then you'll see over here SSH keys. And then if you have not stored your last password, you can create and generate new password. That will generate a new password for you. You would have to copy and paste it.
So when I clone, the local changes will overwrite with the server data.
So there will be, it's like it will throw an error. Say if you have, say, there is a change. Suppose you have a local change on some file, say some driver.c file. You have a change, local change, and then when you do git pull, say if say that also has the change in the same file and same line, something like that, then it will say local changes cannot pull. Git clone always you would have to do in a new workspace. If you have already cloned, you say if
It's still not.
the best thing would be last time you did a clone, right? Delete that directory and again execute the git clone command that you will copy from the home page of the gerrit web page.
Last time
Yeah, but if this is
command from the kit.
Okay, so what you need to do is you have you know this web page, right? So here you will see the copy button. So just copy and paste it.
because we are able to server okay, otherwise
Git clone ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
because I don't see service now in your. Can you go to service now?
Unexpected error.
Yeah. Yeah. Then
Enter.
Okay. It is already here. That's why if you do ls, it is already there. That's what I told.
This is not, see, you need not have to delete the repo every time. We are asking you to delete. The reason is last time we merged it onto the master itself. So when you pull, there will be merge conflicts. So initially, it would be difficult for you to resolve that merge conflict. That would take time. That's why we are asking, if you have cloned already the last time, you just delete that directory and execute that command that you copy. So that will clone the repo freshly. In reality, if you just clone it once, that should be sufficient.
because your standard is already set. So generally, we will use this one. Instead of open up
Last time.
PRDB in the linking.
we use this, all commands will be there. Generally. Better to go with this.
Yes, interface attributes ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, access.
But I don't know what the right.
BSP all smart.
Promotion ಇಲ್ಲ, but already best markets North America ಇದೆ. So ಈಗ use ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Settings.
Highest
I'm
market
copying the. You are not copying.
It has a size provided.
ಸರಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
All of you are able to clone the latest.
ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ EL ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ EL ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿಂಗ್
So successful.
Remote.
plugins.
We are not on site.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್
Now we are going to check this.
ಚೆಕ್ ಇನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬೀಟಾ ಸೀಟಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ
Here direct probably sure one from here.
Last time.
Is cloning done? This commit message hook is, the first one comes with a commit message hook, means that gives the format in which you would have to frame the message. Diff, when we prepare a commit, that does many of the work for us. So is the clone successful? Can we continue? Fine. Now, there are two investigative commands, git log and git blame. So we will check what the git log and git blame is. The git log, so you can execute. Can you see the screen? Every one of you. Is the font size okay? I can increase it. Okay, I will increase the font size.
ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ
Is it better now? Okay, so git log is an investigative command. So you execute the git log and you can see the commits that are done on this repo. So we see at the top, we can see one commit is there by me, extra debug print for demo purpose. And then below you can see from Kali. So I downloaded a open source repo. So all the commits are by, as it's of I2C tools, and that's a very simple tool. So all the commits are of only Kali. So this repo is maintained exclusively by Kali. So you can see here, right? So extra debug print, and then the next commit Kali. So like this, you can check who all did the commits on this repo. Then say now you saw, and now
anything. So any change, what you see, this is a log, right? So the one which commit ID is important. So you'll always deal with the commit IDs. Other is something who has actually committed, but the commit ID is something you always have to know which commit ID I've used it, because not the other, because the other can commit many things, right? So sometimes what will happen is, from this commit ID, we will take a branch, or we'll take a tag, or we will move it to some other place. So commit ID is always important. Just remember, it's a commit ID. Yeah, that is how it will come. So the commit ID, or it is also called a change ID in our terms.
So now I want to see what is the change that is at the top. So for there is a command for the git show followed by the commit ID. Say if we don't give mention the commit ID, then we will get the commit that is at the top. So I'll just type git show. So you too can do git show, but you will see the commit of Daniel. I have not yet pulled in the changes of Daniel. I don't know. So on our repo already there are commits. One commit by Kishore, one commit by Manoj, and 2 commits by Daniel. I have not yet pulled in those changes. So in mind, if I do git show, whatever is at the top, we can see that. So if you do, you will see the commit, the changes that are submitted by Daniel. So I just, I'm executing the command git show. Yeah, you can see the right extra debug print for demo purpose. So there is a single line change. I put a printf. Hello, Gangadhar has put one print here. So plus green color. So if something shows in green color plus, that means a new line has been added. Say if it is in red color minus, that means a line has been removed. So what we will do is we'll check the one commit which is below that. So what would be the command that I would have to see the changes of that commit? So what command shall I execute? Okay, git show and then ID. Commit ID. I copied the commit ID and then I pasted it. So can you see here? There is a huge list of changes. So the file is include I2C smbus.h. So lot of green color things you can see plus. So that means these are the changes that were added for this commit. Okay.
Plus indicates new. Minus indicates something to do.
Okay, so we'll do one thing. We'll check some other. Similarly, git show. Okay. So like this, you can investigate. Like this, you can go and investigate the different commits. Git show is the command. So you can see here now, there is a minus and plus. So minus means that line was removed. So there is a change on that line. Here, push is the same. So here you can see after this, there is a change. This line has been changed. So now I have shown you the git show command. So just git show gives the it shows the head commit.
Gives me all the commands.
Git show followed by the commit ID shows the changes of the commit that you are looking for. Okay, so plus means some change, minus means that line has been removed. So that line has been replaced by some changes have been made to that line. Okay, and then git blame. So there is a file tools I2C set.c. Okay, I want to see who are the developers who made changes on that file, because say I'm noticing some anomaly, I'm debugging something. Now I want to find out who all did changes on that file. So for that, git blame command is there. Git blame followed by the file name will give you like this. So you can see the first column gives the commit ID, followed by the name of the author of that commit, and then the date. So by this, say we can go and say I'll search. I've done a change for change on this file. You can see it shows that A09E782C. This commit has been done by me, and then it gives the date, and it also gives what is the change that has been done. So you can use git blame for investigative purpose. And then, as I told, this repo is it's a very small one. It's the size is just 1 MB, and then it is exclusively maintained by Kali. So the remaining commits are by Kali. Okay, so we can also do one thing. We will. This is you don't have this repo, but I have this Linux JIT that is around 5 GB. The source code base is 5 GB, and it has around 11 lakh patches, 11 lakh commits. So in that we'll do git blame, git log, and we'll see lot of things. So I just executed git log on that. So you can see here, right? It's like Linus Torvalds has done the change, and then we can see lot of changes. Then comes some gens. So Christopher Elvig. So there are many authors because it's a 5 GB code base, open source code base. So developers throughout the world contribute to the Linux kernel. So you can see contributions from lot of say now. Let's investigate this patch. You can see here, right? There is a single line commit. This is a this is a single line a message followed by description of why this change is required, and then as we go down, we can see minus. So that line has been removed, and then plus green color. The changes have been added. Okay, so this is about git log and then git show, and then say I will do git blame. The reason is I want to show that there are many people who contribute to a single file. Maybe the network is slow. I'm not able to.
We will local and take it. Local and even.
Can you comments? Yeah. And also you can do git log of a file.
Commute.
So it's not just git log can be used for one more purpose. You can do git log of the file as well. So you can see what are the different commits corresponding to that file. So what I did, git, see if we do git log, if we just do git log, we will see all the commits that are on the repo. So we can also do git log of a file. I'm doing git log on a file. So it will show what are the commits. So there might be 11 lakh commits, but corresponding to a file, there might be only 10 commits. only 10 commits have changed a file. So we can do git log of a file and also find out what are the commits corresponding to that file. So afterwards, we can go and check, say using the commit ID. So on this file, so these many commits change this file. These many commits, for example, here change this file. Then I can go to each and every commit and then I can investigate that using the git show command. So I do git show like this. So I'll see this. Okay, so now you know git clone, git log, git blame, git show. Now we'll get to git pull. Say you already have cloned, you have the you have cloned, you have it, and then Kishore pushed one change, and then Manoj pushed one change, and Daniel has pushed two changes on the same repo. Now you have to get those changes because we are building that code base. All of us are contributing to that. So you also need those changes. So for that we have git pull. As you did git clone, you already have got the Daniel's changes. Whereas if in my workspace, I'm not at pulled, I've not yet executed the git pull command, so I don't have this, their changes. Now I'll do git pull. This command won't see, you can execute git pull, but it will say everything is up to date. Now I'll execute git pull. It is asking for the password. So can you see here? Some we got some. So and then so it pulled, and it says okay. Now let's say git log. Can you see here? Now I just executed git pull. Now can you see I got the commit of Daniel? There are two commits of Daniel, and then there is one commit of Kishore and one commit of Manoj. So my local workspace was until here, and I did a git pull and I got all their changes. Now I can make my changes and then again raise a PR, MR or CR. So PR is pull request, MR is merge request, CR is code review. These terms mean one and the same, but it depends on the organization. So some use PR, MR and CR. So just the terms differ, but it means one and the same. So now let's do so. Say now I got all the changes. Now I'm doing some development feature or I'm doing a bug fix. Now I want to push my changes. For that, what I will do is I will create a branch. This is master. We can so okay. There is git branch command. So you can execute this git branch command. So you can see in green color master. Okay, so the people at the end, can you see the output of the git branch command?
Star mark.
So the green, so whatever is green, that means I'm on the master branch correctly. There is also a test branch. That test branch is, I created the test branch to push this change. So I put this change using this test branch. I created a test branch and then I pushed it to the remote, reviewed it, merged it. Now I don't need that branch, the test branch I don't want. So there is a command to delete that as well. So before that, there is I will execute git branch -a. So can you see there the difference between git branch and git branch -a? So git branch gives only my local branches. That is in my local system, whatever the local repo. So it just said master and test branch are there. Git branch -a all. So it says there is master branch, there is test branch in the local, and then remote. Remote is the server, which you call the server, the remote. So it says there is a development test branch. So I didn't push. Someone else has pushed this on last Monday, and then this is the master, and then this head that will always point to the master. And I think there is JIT branch -r as well. So JIT branch command to see the branches that are in your local repo. And then JIT branch -a for both local and the remote. And then JIT branch -r to see only the remote branches. Okay, so now I don't want this branch because this test branch is there, right? I don't want it. My changes are already merged to the remote. Now I want to delete that locally. So for that, the command is JIT branch -d. JIT branch -D test branch. Say last time, say a few of you created a branches. So now we deleted that repo. If you had that repo intact, if you had executed JIT branch command, you would have seen that the local branch. And if it's already merged, there is no need to keep that branch. So now I want to delete it. So what I'm going to do, there is an option, command line option, -D. So I execute that. It says deleted branch test branch.
Why it is deleted? The test branch is all about you got a change request or you got to do some work. You are not supposed to work on master directly. Okay, you are supposed to work on your own branches. You need to push your changes only it is working and verified by someone from your reviewers. The way last time I showed how to add reviewers. So they need to assure that your changes are ready. Okay, then you can push to master. So until then, you should be on your some branch, either it could be a test branch or some other branch, but you should not use directly master. Okay. For example, let's say you are a developer, your PO has allocated one ticket for you, and you are developing. You are not supposed to directly use the master. You need to create a branch based on your ticket. Okay, git branch followed by your gerrit, and then you will work in the branch after all your changes are done, and your PO has reviewed or your architect has reviewed. Then you will push to master or whatever your PO is asking. That is how it is.
Now we will learn the JIT checkout command. JIT checkout. Now say we have this workspace and I feel that there is some bug. We have identified a bug. Now I want to find out where that bug is. For that I can revert something. For that I can revert something as well, right? So I check what this say I will just execute JIT show. He has not done any changes. So I see here, I just check this. And I'm working on this branch and there is a bug and I noticed that and I just want to test my branch without this, or I'm sure that this is causing some issue. Here it's only text prints. So in the code, say some changes are there and we debug and find out, yes, these lines are causing the problem. Then how do we revert it? We don't want this. So for that, there is a revert command, JIT revert. So JIT revert of the commit ID. right? So before that, we'll come to the revert. So first we'll understand what this JIT checkout is. JIT checkout followed by the commit ID we can give. Then say, I don't want any of our changes. Say, this is the first change that I want to go back to here. See, until here was downloaded from the open source repo. Above this, we have done our changes. Now I'm doing some testing, some investigation. I just want to go to there and build the image. So for that, JIT checkout commit ID. I just did JIT checkout commit ID. Now let's see what the JIT branch says. So it says add detached that commit ID. If I do JIT log, you can see here, right? All the changes that have been done by the developers at Aptiv is gone. So now we can build this, and then we can generate the image, flash, and then do whatever we want. This is one way to use the JIT checkout. What did I do? JIT checkout of the commit ID. Okay. And then now I want to go back to my, so if I see JIT branch, all these operations I'm doing on my local repo. Now I did all my experiments. I want to go back to my master. You have a question? Okay. So again, JIT checkout branch name. JIT checkout master. JIT checkout followed by the branch name. So as that was the detached state, so that is gone. So now I am back in the master. Say if I do JIT log, you can see here, right? All our changes are there. And then JIT branch, see it's only the master. So I switch back to my master. Anything that is created at a detached state, and if we switch back, that branch will be gone. So
in case you are not able to follow some of them from your Windows, whatever the screen you have, just type git command, git followed by checkout, space --help. It will open one web page, or it will also list in somewhere. Okay, so it will tell you how to use that command. Okay.
So using JIT checkout, we saw how to use JIT checkout followed by the commit ID. We can so we can switch to a new branch wherein the commits until that commit ID will be there. The remaining will not be there. That is one, JIT checkout followed by commit ID. And then JIT checkout branch name we did. Using JIT checkout branch name, we can switch between branches. Now we will create a branch. So JIT checkout -b, I will give say FSR. This is say some ticket ID. FSR, and then my bug fix. So you should give a meaningful branch name. So you should have a ticket ID so that we can go and check in the Jira what it is exactly, what the task is exactly, and then followed by description. Here I have given my bug fix. Yeah. So while you are developing the code, so you would have to give a meaningful branch name so that you can identify. So JIT checkout -b. So let's check JIT branch command. So now it says, so on which branch are we now? We are on that bug fix branch, star FSR 1 followed by all zeros, my bug fix branch, because it is in green color, and then the asterisk shows that it's the current branch. Now what we will do, we did JIT checkout -b, and then we gave the branch name. Now we will do all our changes, prepare a commit, and then we will push it to the remote, and then we will review it there, merge it. Okay, so
You are able to follow. It's all about creating a branch. JIT checkout -b. -b is creating a branch name, and then followed by the name of your branch.
okay.
And then git branch will always give your total number of branches available locally, and minus A is all remote plus local. Minus R is remote.
Okay.
So all these options, when you do a git branch and then followed by -L, you will get the how to use the git branch command. Okay, just try it once on your local. You are able to get help command.
Yes.
You are able to get. Yeah. So it need not be exactly whatever he is teaching. So you can try by yourself. There are some standard comments he's already teaching. Some other you can try by yourself.
Okay. Now git revert. I did one commit. I'm finding that it is causing some bug. I don't want that. So what I will do, there is a git revert command. Git revert followed by the commit ID. Hit enter. It revert extra debug print for demo purpose. This reverts that commit. So if you want, you can also type in, say below, you can type in more information so that others can understand. Or say after a few months, even if you look at this, you should be able to understand why you did that change. So, and then what I will do, I will save and quit. And then I see now it's like the top command is revert that, this reverts that commit. So if we do git show, it has deleted this line. I just reverted that change. So were you able to understand the revert, git revert? So for example, see, this is the commit that was done on September 1st. If I do git show of that commit, you will see I've added a line. I've added a line printf hello Gangadhar has put one print here. Now, today I found that is causing a bug. There is some issue with that. So what did I do? I reverted it. If we go and check that, you can see here, there it was green, now it is red, minus that line is removed. So if we push, if the changes are approved, merged, then that commit changes are gone. Okay. Now we'll make change in a file.
So we get all these commands. You can.
Okay. So what I will do, here is a file, and this function, what I will do, instead of return -1, say I want to change it to return -2. I made one change, return -2. From -1 to -2, I changed. Okay. Git status command. Git status, git diff. So now I will do git diff. So you can see there, I executed git diff command. You can see over there, I've changed return -1 to return 2. And then git diff command is done. Now we will execute git status command. So what it says, changes not staged for commit. So you saw there, I have changed return -1 to -2. So this file has been modified. It says git status command gives the status of the files. This has been modified. And this script.sh, it is not under the git control. It is there on my local PC. It is just sitting over there. This is not under the git control. So this file is not under the git control. This is under the git control, but I made a change. So there is something called the staging area. Now, if I use the git add command,
This is very important. What is untracked, what is unstaged, unstaged. So these are very important while you are doing your work. Always this will come. So try to consultation here. What is saying.
so as I told, here it's git status command I executed. I saw what is modified. This has been modified by git diff. Also, we checked before we prepare a commit. We should execute git diff command. Find out what are the changes that we have done. Sometimes we would have done a lot of changes. Those changes we need not have to merge it to the master. Some debug prints, lot of things will be there. So you should do git diff and find out what changes are there and what changes you need to use to prepare a commit. Say if there were 3 more file changes, say 3 more file changes are there. Some file, no, I don't want to add them to the commit. And then say this file is already there, that is not under git control. So now if I use git add, that will go to something called staging area. Okay, now I will do git add of this file. Okay, git add. Now I will check what is the git status.
Wherever you have doubts, please raise your hand. Because these comments will not be repeated again next session.
So you can see here, right? Previously, when we executed git status, everything was red. Modified was red. Script.sh was red. Untracked files. Now git status, it has changed. I use git add, something became green. So whatever is in green color is in the staging area. Okay. So modified tools I2C dumps.c, still script.sh is not in the staging area. If I want to put that in the under the git control, I can use git add, and then that will also be go to the staging area. Okay, let me change some other file as well. So now I do git diff. Last time when we did git diff, we saw that return -2, return -1 change to return -2. Now we don't see that. The reason is that file has already been put to the staging area. So git diff does not give the changes in the files that are already in the staging area. If you have already executed git add and put a file in the staging area, and if you execute git diff, you won't get the changes to see. Then you should not wonder what happened. Where did that change gone? So now we can see git diff, it gave only the file changes in the file which is not under the git control. So there is also that script.sh that is not under the git control. So it is not giving the changes of that file. And then so git does not give the list. So git diff does not give the changes of the file that are not under git control. Script.sh is there. And then also it does not give the changes which are in the staging area. Only if something is modified, it will show. So now we will do git status. So now it says changes to be committed, green color, and then changes not staged for commit, red color, and then this untracked file script.sh that is not under git control. Now I will prepare a commit. So the command is git commit. So there are various arguments. -s is for signature. So your email ID and then your email ID down a signature will come, -s option. and then -m is for single line command. I mean, then and then if you just say git commit, the editor will open wherein you can type whatever you want. So now I will do. I usually use this. I don't say after executing git commit command, you will feel you can also read here the changes to be committed, changes not stage for commit, and then untracked files. And you will after doing this, you will see you will find out that no, there is some problem. I should not have added this file. I've added. So if I prepare the commit, it's like it will go in. So in that case, what you can do is you can delete everything and then close the file. Say I will delete all the content of this file. Now, if I save and commit, what happens is the commit will not be prepared. This is say sometimes it happens. We don't want to say prepare a commit. We notice that some additional changes are there which we don't want. Okay, so I will tell you once again. So we executed git commit -s because of that -s option. You will see that signed off by. Otherwise, you won't get signed off by you get only if you use -s option. And then after doing this, I noticed that changes to be committed. The tools I to see. I feel no. See here, there is only one file. When we are doing development, there will be 10 files. Then we'll notice suddenly, oh, this file I should not have added. Then what we will do? We should not prepare the commit. If we delete the content, complete content, and then if I will just close now, what file is empty. So the commit didn't get prepared. You can see here, right? This you use rarely. Sometimes it happens. Now we will go back again and then we will prepare the commit. This time we will prepare the commit. So what I will do, I will add this ticket number. And then this fixes. Okay, so see the first line. After some time, if you type that yellow color is there, right, that will turn into black. You should not allow it. See, that's okay. Sometimes we will give a very lengthy commit message, but we should have so that it's like the width should not be too much. So now it is yellow. Okay, sometimes you'll notice it turns green. The commit message will be prepared, but it is not advisable. So the length you should keep it short and simple. You should convey the everything that you want. If you have more, then you can put it down here like this. Usually we have to put some 4 to 5 lines of description, giving complete information what it is. See, both of these should be meaningful, not only for you, for others, and also for you. Say after many months, you open and see, you should be able to understand what you did the other day, many months back. So now I've prepared. Now what I will do, I will just close this. Now I can see git log. Can you see now that commit is prepared? We were here. So this is the commit that we prepared. And then afterwards, you make some more changes. Let's see git status. There is I2C detect.c. You see now you notice that hey, this change also let me take in. This change is also required. Now how to do it? git add, you know git add, you have got used to it, right? Now amend comment is there, git commit hyphen amend. Okay, the same whatever was there, right? The same window opened. I added a new file and I'm amending the previous commit. And then I will close it. Right now we check the status. There is so nothing is there. And then if we see git show, we can see there are two changes, two files. So now you also understood amend also. Okay, now still there is one file. This is not yet put in the under the git control. If we want, we can put this as well under the git control by using git add. Now we will push this branch. Now we will see right now there are two new commits. FSR some one followed by all zeros, and then below is one revert. So there are two commits. These two commits and this branch will push it onto the the remote, and then we will review it. Someone has to review it, and then if it is approved, it will be merged. Otherwise, you will get a review comment. If you get a review comment, what you would have to do? You would have to again make the changes, and then over the same branch, you should not change the branch. Say this branch is, you got a review comment, you pushed it. It's like some issue was found. The reviewer asked for some changes. On the same branch, you will make again the change and again push. And again, it will be reviewed. If it is accepted, then it will be merged to the master. Now we will push. Git push. And then what is this origin? This origin is nothing but the alias for the repo. So the command is so git push origin head refs for master. So if you say git push, git will not know where to push, right? So this origin, you can see git push origin. That origin is nothing but a alias name for this repo. So here you can see this, right? Tester repo. You use this for the clone and all, right? So it's nothing but alias for the repo. So now git push origin 8 : reference for master. So it is asking for the password. Okay, it is giving some error.
Missing change ID. You need to give change ID.
Yeah, this so this commit ID is in JIT. There are two things you should be aware of. One is JIT. This JIT was written in the year 2005 by Linus Torvalds. He is the same one who has written the Linux kernel. So we can say 99% of the systems are running on the Linux kernel. Everywhere you will see Linux. Only the Windows laptop. Windows is only for the normal users. So the same person who wrote the Linux kernel wrote this JIT in 2005. Why? Because there was one free version of this version control system. I don't remember the name, and that it like they wanted. It's like someone
did a reverse engineering, something like that, then it's like they changed the license terms. So then a need arose. So it was not available free anymore. So what he did is he wrote the JIT and then gerrit. So this is the story about JIT. What is gerrit? Gerrit, what Google did is Google over JIT, they did some changes to help us in review activity. So in case of JIT, it's like we just push there, someone can approve and then it can be merged. Whereas in case of gerrit, we have this -1 +1 -2 +2 0. All this we can review. All this stuff is there in case of gerrit. And then in case of JIT, there is only this commit ID. That is nothing but I think SHA-256. So this is used to check the integrity and then so say what so on the complete source code they use this SHA-256 algorithm and generate a commit ID. Means if you add new file that will get changed. So that is used, that is the way it is used to track the changes. So this change ID is introduced by gerrit. So we have change ID, which is introduced by gerrit. When you use change ID, when you use gerrit, you will have commit ID as well as the change ID. If you use only JIT, you will have only the commit ID. So as I told, I downloaded this repo from the open source repo. This repo was on GitHub. So that is just
You're okay to continue for long? How do we manage? Do you have any cards? No cards. Okay. So let's do one thing. You just push that to the change ID, which is your.
okay.
Okay. So today what you learned is similar to the previous session.
Kishore, this one thing I'll show them what to do and then I'll push. I will then merge.
Yeah.
And I'll end it. So JIT, this is also helping us. It is giving the error. It is saying error commit missing change ID in message footer. And it is also giving a hint what I need to do. It is saying just execute this command. It should work for you. So let's execute this and check whether this really works for us. The command is not.
You will not get this problem because when you are cloning, you are taking directly that copy command from the gerrit. So that command, whatever you are taking, that will always contain this one. So whenever you are committing something, automatically generated. Since he has not cloned with a complete message, okay, he is getting that issue.
So
While you are cloning, you remember? We went to gerrit and then we took the clone command. It's a very big one that already contains this SCP.
okay, what it is saying is this is a commit ID as well as a change ID. Whereas when it comes to this, there is a commit ID but no change ID. So it requires the change ID as well. I executed git revert command. I'm not tried this on the gerrit. I'm not. So I had tried this git revert only on pure JIT. So it has worked for me. Here also it should work. Something went wrong. That's okay. So that in this commit, the change ID is missing. That's why it is not allowing me to push. Whereas this has the commit ID, change ID. There is no problem with this commit. This is a problem. The change ID is missing. What I will do is I will try to. So I can also tell you two more commands. JIT format patch.
JIT format patch. So what I will do is JIT format patch. JIT format patch -2. So this generates the patches for that. So Kishore, this one does not have the change ID. So what I will do is I will remove that commit. So JIT format patch -2. Are you are you able to see that command JIT format patch -2? -2 means from the head top generate two patches for me. That will be of this commit and this commit. JIT format patch -2 enter. So it generated two patches. So we can open and see both of them. See, you can see here, right? This is what I did. I deleted one line. This is giving, right? And then the second one, okay, so two changes. Exit 0 change to exit -1 and return -1 change to return -2. Okay, now there is something called JIT reset command. If we use -hard, no. The reason I'm telling is I want to revert this.
Yeah.
I want to take this, or I can just take this out, and then maybe in next session we can explain all these things. Okay, quickly, what I will do is, so I want to I have generated the I took a backup. I have these two patches, right? I have these two patches. I have the backup. So I have the backup now from my workspace. I will use something called JIT reset command and I will knock them off. JIT reset -. This is a very dangerous command. You should be very careful. Now I'm clear why I'm doing, and I've made sure that I'm doing right. That's why I'm using this command. Otherwise, see, when you do it, you should be very careful because you will knock off all your local changes. Say if you have done changes in 10 files, 1,000 lines of code, you cannot do the coding once again, right? So JIT reset -hard and then that commit ID. What this will do is it removed the changes. JIT log, the changes that I did is gone. So now what I will do, there is a JIT-am command and then I will apply only single patch. I will not apply the patch that was preventing us from pushing the changes. So I will apply only this JIT-am. JIT-am. So I executed JIT-am. So it was complaining about something. So what I did is I just removed that. I removed this directly. It complains that replace apply exists. So I just removed that and then I re-executed the JIT-am command. Now it is successful. So now we can see JIT log. My changes has come in over there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now we will push the changes. Okay, this is the command, right? JIT push origin get references for master. Now it is successful. In green color, it is showing successful. And I'm also happy. Because sometimes resolving the JIT issues, right? Research on the internet, find the solution. It takes time. We could do it fast. Okay. Now we will we will go and check this repo. Okay, can you see here? It has come for review. I2C timeout issue. The font is too small. Can the people at the end see this? Okay. So this is one way. And also here when we push, it would have given, it has given the URL. I think I have never used this. And also I've used gerrit sometime back. So I've been using
Copy and paste. Yeah.
this until here, right? So this also I copied this. So using this also I can open. So it just dumped a message for me saying success. So it would be better if we just copy this, paste this, and then open. So now you can see it has come for review. Now I have the reviewing rights. Right? So now I have the reviewing rights. You will not have, all of you will not have the reviewing rights. That is what I was talking about. Some will have this right. Some will have this right. Everyone will have this right. So -1 means I am asking if I give, say, if I do reply, and then if I, you can see over here, right? This no score, that -1, all these things, code review, verified. Say I can give -1 means I have found some issue. I put a comment and then ask you to make the changes. So peers, say I am a developer, someone who is working with me, another developer will have a +1, -1 right, whereas someone who can approve will have that +2 right. So for now, I will what I will do is I will and then here we can also see what are the changes. You can click on this. See here we can see, right? So the green color, the one which is on the right hand side is the change. So everything is green, but that -1, the shade is little highlighted. You can see the difference, right? -1, the shade, the color of green, for -1, it is little highlighted. Here 0, the same thing, means this is the change. And then, so this is how we review, and then there itself we can give the review comment. So here itself, I can add I just double clicked, I can put a comment over there. If I see some issue, I can give a review comment.
Yeah, I think most of this you know already, right? How to do the review and then commit. Last session we are saying.
Okay, Kishore, I sent it. I've added you as a reviewer. You can
Keep them on people also.
okay. So we will. So you approve it. We'll show it now itself.
Yeah, can you approve Manus? Both +1 also. Very well.
Or you can come over here, connect your laptop, and then show how we approve it.
You can also try. You can try. Just say reply. Yeah, give +2.
Yeah. So I am in a group called PSP group. That group, lots of people, and all of them have every right. So we can do anything with the repo. So I just see +2. I highlighted. So I did some changes. I sent it, and I myself is approving it. So this is not good. So if I develop something, someone else has to review and approve it. Okay, for now it is okay. I myself I'm approving. Okay, so it says bottom you can see code review +2. Next is verify. verify I have the right. Can you see here both green? Now ready to submit. Submit is nothing but merge. Now what happens? This branch. Okay, before that we will also do one more thing. We'll check our git branch command. So git branch, there are two branches. One is the branch that I used to push the changes. Now I'll execute git branch -a. I don't know why. I'm maybe some option I would have to see, because now on remote there are two different branches, not just two. Last Monday, some of you created few branches, so I'm not able to get the option that is to be used for the git branch command correctly. That's why we are seeing only these many branches. Actually, on say when I did git branch -a, it should have shown this branch as well, because we have pushed it, right? It is sitting over there. And also last Monday, many of you pushed your branches. So all those branches are not getting listed. So what you can do is you can go search on the internet and you can find out what is the correct option that we need to pass to git branch to see all the branches. You can check that out. Okay, so now I will submit. You can see the button. Submit means it gets merged. Okay, now this change is merged. Now you do a git pull. All of you execute git pull. So was the git pull successful? Okay, do a git log. So are you able to execute git log? So can you see the commit that I just, that FSR1 followed by many zeros, that commit did you get? That means now you have pulled in my changes, which was merged to the master. You just pulled the master branch and you got the changes that was merged to it. You updated your master. Now you are in sync with the master that is on the remote. Okay, so in my case, in my case, you can see I execute the git branch command, and I'm still on my branch, that is that bug fix branch. Now I want to go to the master. What should I do? Yeah, loud. Yes, git checkout. Git checkout. Name of the branch. Git checkout master. So what does it say? Switch to branch master. Your branch is up to date with version master. I'll do git log. Do I have the changes? It says it's Daniel. See git branch. My active branch is now I'm on the branch master. Asterisk master, green color you can see. I do a git log. I don't have the changes that I just that was just merged. So what should I do now?
This now you guys have done, right?
Now I will do a git pull. See the okay. Let me make it more clear. Okay, we okay, when I execute git branch, I see this and this. Locally, my changes are on this branch. I pushed it, merged it. Now on the remote master, my changes are there. But my master, local master, it does not have my changes. I have just switched to the branch. This is the reason I don't see that change. You were also in the same state when you did JIT clone, but you executed JIT full. And then you got my changes which were merged to the master. Now I will execute JIT full as well. Okay. So I did a JIT pull. Now let me see JIT log. Okay. I got my changes, and also I see someone made some random changes for demo purpose. Who is Krishna? Okay, yes, and he is also in BSP group. I think maybe he merged it on his own.
So this repo, whatever, everybody in that group, for demo purpose, you'll be able to do it.
So, but in actual scenario, you will not have all these rights. So he had the right, and it's like he didn't send it for review.
He sent for review, I approved.
Okay. So now, is it clear? So I got my changes as well.
Can you do one thing? Just git, all of you, just say git and then git tab, double tap.
Ah,
So this is the commands, whatever we are going to, or we will be using on the git. Okay. Git, just give double tap. So these are the comments. So for knowing, let's say git switch or git replace. Say git replace.
Space.
All of you just git replace.
Why?
And then I space hyphen help. So you will get some idea like a web page how to do the git replace command. Can you try it? Git replace or git grep something followed by hyphen help. So whatever we are going to cover is almost but these are the commands. For each command, again, you will have options. For example, git checkout minus B is an option. For git checkout, there are options further. So you need to explore that.
so one thing is JIT hyphen help. Okay.
Command.
It was like a huge text. That's why it overflew. Now I'm using something pipeless. With this, we'll see slowly what it is. So JIT hyphen help only. It's like the length of that text was huge. So it just overflew. Now see JIT hyphen help. You can see you can pass lot of things, right? Lot of options are there. These are optional, whatever in the square brackets. And then down you can see we did clone, right? We know JIT clone. We know JIT clone, right? And then we did JIT add. And then we did JIT diff. We did JIT show, JIT status, JIT branch, JIT commit, JIT reset, JIT pull, JIT push, all these things we did, right? So this is one way. Or say, as he was saying, JIT tab, double tab will give all the sub commands that are available under JIT. And also Linux supports something called manual pages. You can also say man JIT. JIT, the stupid content tracker. So see the description that has been given by Linus Torvalds. So he's saying that it is stupid, the stupid content tracker. So this is a very powerful tool. It is used in every software company. So he has given description. JIT is a fast, scalable, distributed revision control system with an unusually rich command set that provides both high-level operations and full access to internals.
Yes, already done.
Version we can check help-c. You can also see this is an open source. It is on. You can check on the internet. You will get the source code of this tool. You can see how this tool has been written. But here again, whatever we were discussing, right? The sub commands of JIT, all of them are there. This list is huge. So JIT command, JIT add, JIT am, JIT add, JIT am, JIT branch. And if you don't want to do this, you can also search on the internet. You should just search. You should ask for what you are looking for. Then you will get all the information. See, I know a good set of subcommands of JIT for my everyday usage. It's okay. I'm able to live with that. Sometimes it's like I would have to say, for example, I have this. We have this JIT commit, right? I'm doing something. Say I want to change something here. I don't want to disturb this. I don't want to disturb this, but I want to change this. How to do it? That I really don't remember. What I do is I go to the internet, I Google, someone would have given steps. I just follow it. It could be a 5 minutes work for me because we cannot remember everything, right? But we should remember, we should remember and know a good set of subcommands. If we don't know one or two, which we use once in a while, that's okay. We can go search on the internet. So everything is available on the internet. You just have to Google, get the information.
Yeah, I think maybe it's that's it for today. I think we still have to cover a few more. What we'll be doing is you guys have seen the gerrit tool. So next session, right now, till now, from yesterday, previous session to today's session, you already know like how to use it. Okay, even though you're not practiced much, but you know how to use it, and you also know the commands, how to play with it. Until next session, we play again on the same tester report. In the next session, what we will do is we will show mainly on the, for example, you already seen what is verified, what is ready to submit, what is the review on that. There are other commands like rebase. Okay, there are other commands like cherry picking. Also, there is another command called supporting. So these options we will do majorly on the gerrit tool and also on the little bit on the our command line. So how to do that? We will do it in the next session. So with that, I think our Git sessions will be completed.
One last thing. So you should be aware the commands that you are executing, whether you are doing it here or whether you are doing it on the remote. Many will not see after you do a JIT clone or JIT pull, you will most of the commands you will be executing on your local repo. That is local to you. Most of the commands you will be executing locally on your whatever you have cloned, whatever you have done with the JIT pull. After JIT push only, we'll do something on the remote. So most of the commands is in your local repo. This you should
Let's say Bharat has done some commit. It is pushed to gerrit for review, and you have done review, right? And your review is done, and you said it's passed. Later, Bhushasri wants to do the same thing. Whatever you guys have done, maybe she's liking it. She wants to take that. Okay. How to do that? We will do it directly at the. Okay.
So I'll see. I have captured the log.
Yeah, you can share it later.
One question I have, like this JIT is completely command based. There is no GUI.
GUI also there. So next session we will show GUI also.
Because like we are used to use plastic SCM, right?
Yeah.
GUI, so.
You also there, but better to go with always command line so that you